They've taken everything, every major, every headline, every prediction. For 2 straight years, Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner have ruled tennis like an untouchable two-man empire. But suddenly, Andy Roddick steps in with one warning point, one thing he believes could finally stop their dominance at the 2026 Australian Open, and it has nothing to do with another player. Welcome to NETRUSHREPORT. Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner didn't just dominate tennis, they reshaped it. Jannik Sinner took the 2025 Australian Open after a chaotic final where Novak Djokovic retired, handing Alexander Zverev a walkover. Alcaraz captured the other majors. Together, they've built a rivalry so strong that every tournament preview now feels predictable. Who will win, Alcaraz or Sinner? Everyone else is fighting for third place. But then came Tuesday's episode of the Andy Roddick podcast, and Roddick didn't point to Djokovic, not Zverev, not Medvedev, not even the fast-rising young guns. That he pointed to something far more dangerous: Melbourne's brutal weather. According to Roddick, the biggest threat to Alcaraz and Sinner isn't another player. It's the extreme heat and harsh conditions at Melbourne Park. That he explained that even the fittest athletes, and Alcaraz and Sinner are arguably the 2 fittest on tour, struggle when temperatures spike to Australian Open levels. Long rallies, 5-set battles, midday matches. All of it becomes a war of survival. Roddick's message was clear. The weather could be the only thing that breaks them. And he might be right, because the 2 biggest stars in the sport rely heavily on physicality, speed, explosive movement, and endless counterpunching. But when the temperature crosses 38 degrees C, that style becomes dangerous, draining, and sometimes even impossible. And with both men expected to make another deep run, Roddick believes the heat, not the draw, may determine the Australian Open champion. But that's only half the story. Across tennis media, the question keeps echoing. Is there anyone who can push Alcaraz and Sinner in a 5-set Grand Slam battle? And one former ATP star actually gave an answer. Mike Pecci believes there is someone, a player with the raw talent, maturity, and firepower to trouble both of them. Felix Auger. Pecci says Felix has finally reached the maturity level needed to compete with the best. That he's stronger, smarter, more confident, and for the first time in his career, consistent. His results back it up. Semifinals at the ATP Finals, semifinals at the US Open, but there's one problem: he lost both times. You guessed it, Sinner and Alcaraz. Still, Pecci says those matches were close enough to prove Felix is getting closer. Closer than Medvedev, closer than Tsitsipas, closer than the entire next group behind the top 2. And with the Australian Open known for unpredictable runs and breakout performances, Pecci believes Felix could be the one player who forces the top dogs into real trouble. But even he admitted, they're still miles ahead. Which makes Roddick's warning even more powerful: that if no player can beat them, then maybe the only thing left that can is Melbourne itself. If Alcaraz and Sinner survive the heat, survive the conditions, and survive the pressure, we could witness one of the greatest seasons in modern tennis. But if Andy Roddick is right, 2026 might be the year their 2-man dynasty finally cracks. Thanks for watching NETRUSHREPORT, where the stories hit harder than a 140 miles per hour serve. See you in the next one.